house stands out like a sore thumb.
I have no interest in lowering the price.
He did not want people crawling through his house.
A masterclass on how not to present a room. When selling your house, it is essential to showcase your property's best features if you want a quick sale. Now, this can be more difficult in older homes that have been buried under the cloak of time. My mission is to help homeowners unlock the potential in their homes to ensure that sale. This grand Victorian semi is one of those unique homes that very rarely comes onto the market in this neighbourhood. Homeowner George is getting anxious. He's a photographer. He wants to travel the world, and he can't understand why the world is not beating down his door to buy this house.
I've sort of grown up in this house, really, basically, and I have tremendous feelings about selling it. Well, I would like to sell this place as quickly as possible so I can explore South America and take photographs for an exhibition in the future. I have no interest in lowering the price. Where in a downtown core would you get a house that's 27-foot lot with parking for 4 or 5 cars? Maybe people don't have the imagination to live in a large Victorian house.
We have got an amazing location, and I cannot wait to peel back the layers, find out why this house isn't selling. This house stands out like a sore thumb. Blue and gold is very intense, and it might not be everyone's cup of tea. Wow, you have huge hallways, original mouldings and banister and hardwood floors. I love it. I do not love the smell of smoke, though. That really puts potential buyers off. It's such a shame. This could be the most fantastic room. Beautiful period details. You've got the original fireplace, hardwood floors. This room really lacks function. This should be a really cozy family room, sitting room. Wow, fab-sized dining room. From the old into the new. It's great that they've got a new kitchen. It's nice and bright. It's very clean and decluttered. This is the master bedroom and a masterclass on how not to present a room. You've got a stained mattress on the floor. The walls are in bad shape. I mean, look at this. This should be a reading nook, a tiny little sitting room, something useful and attractive. This house should be a Victorian gem in the heart of the city that people are falling over themselves to buy. It smells of smoke, and these colours are just driving buyers away, and that is why it's unsellable. First of all, George, this is an absolute corker of a house. I love it. But we start outside. Did you choose the colours?
Yes, I did, yeah. Well, actually, when I painted it, they said it was a very bold colour in the neighbourhood.
I bet they did.
They said to go with the person that owned the house.
Right, yeah. And you're obviously quite a charismatic, bit of a character, George.
Yeah.
But I think the outside needs to be toned down just a touch.
Fair enough.
Problem is a lot of potential buyers get very nervous about the idea of painting exteriors. They don't have a lot of experience with it. So what I'd like to do is paint it a more neutral colour.
Yeah, fine.
The interior, the nicotine-stained neck curtains. How many a day do you smoke, George?
Far too many.
Well, I know what we need to do. First of all, we need to smoke outside from now on. And the smell of smoke is not really a great selling point, is it?
No.
Now, George, do you use the sitting room, really?
No.
No. I'd like to give that room back its function, so it feels like it gets used. Your bedroom. It's not exactly saying buy me at the moment, is it?
No.
And the thing is, you've got that great little side room. What do you use that side room for?
We can do the laundry in there.
I'd like to make it into something a bit more attractive, a bit more useful, like a reading nook. What people are looking for in a master bedroom, they're looking for a bit of a retreat.
Fair enough.
Now, it's been on the market for 5 months. Do you think the price might have affected its saleability?
You know, you have parking, you have an enormous lot in
yeah.
the downtown area. I don't think it's overpriced.
It is slightly overpriced in this condition, but that's why we're here. But you have to take the plunge and help me turn this house around.
Yeah, I will do.
Good. George's Semi has character, history, good bones, and is in a fabulous location. But after 5 months on the market and 88 viewings, this classic beauty is no closer to getting a suitor, not a buyer in sight. Now, I'm wondering whether the price tag of $699,000 might be part of the problem. So I'm going to go and have a chat with Sheila, George's real estate agent, to find out why she thinks this house isn't selling. $699, Sheila. Seems like quite a lot to me. Is that a bit high or on the money?
When we took the listing, George was quite insistent on a $699. Okay.
As a real estate agent, you know, you've got to get to a stage, 5 months, 88 viewings.
Yes.
So is there a point where you are going to say, George, I believe in your house, but at $699, I can't sell it?
George has said to me, Sheila, now you won't bully me to reduce the price.
Typical man. They hate being bullied. Hate it.
And I said, no, George, I won't.
OK.
I think I must be a wussy or a whatever. I don't like to be that aggressive with them.
What is the feedback you've had from viewers?
People have complained about the cigarettes. I did ask him would he remove the shears, and he sort of snapped at me, and I kind of laughed, so I had to let that go, because he thinks that people should be able to see past that. But
if I had $1 for every time someone said that to me, I would be incredibly rich. So have you given him this feedback?
Yes, he knows. I mean, I've followed up on showings, and he knows.
Open houses. Have you had open houses?
No public open
No
houses.
public open houses.
He did not want people crawling through his house.
So at the moment, the marketing is for sale sign and MLS. Now, what are you going to do once we have transformed the inside of the house?
Well, we're going to have it rephotographed.
Yep.
And there will be a new for sale sign go up.
And you're going to come back from the open house.
I am.
Bring some buyers with you. George, I brought you here because this is a comparable house. It blends in with the neighbourhood.
Well, I think it looks very nice. You know, I like the colour.
And more importantly, no one is going to be put off by the exterior. Anyway, come on in. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Well, it's a little smaller than my house.
It is considerably smaller than your house. What I like about this room is it is immaculate. They've used a really nice colour. It makes the room feel big and bright and well-maintained.
I agree totally with you on that.
Oh, that's good. The fact is, bright, up-to-date sells.
Yeah, I can well understand that.
Got a beautiful bed, matching linen. It's all about creating an atmosphere.
The idea of the bedroom is a sort of secondary thing.
But you shouldn't treat it like that when you're selling.
Yes, I understand that.
You understand that. Now, do you want to know how quickly this house sold, George?
Oh, yes, that would be nice.
8 days.
Oh, that's pretty quick, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you want to know how much above asking?
Yes.
6%.
Ah.
So, this should be making you smile. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because your house is bigger, it's better, it's got more character, and it's going to look fantastic.
Oh, let's hope so. I think it will.
Come on, then. We've got work to do. I was telling George earlier how I've kind of fallen in love with this house.
Yeah.
But it does need some serious TLC to get it up to the standard that I think buyers are looking for. And we need to start outside. The crazy blue and gold.
We need to paint both brick and wood outside. Okay.
Now, the next area I think that we really need to pay attention to is the bedroom.
Yeah.
Just not looking at its best, is it, George?
No, it isn't.
No. Now, the walls look a little tatty. What are we going to do with them?
Well, I have this fabulous new product, right, that you actually put on the wall, and it just helps smooth the wall out.
It's a wallpaper that you put on the wall and you paint over it.
Yes.
And once the wall is really smooth, we're going to make that a really interesting reading room off the side of your master bedroom.
Yeah.
That sounds fine.
All I see is buckets and buckets of paint, and it's going to be quite a challenge.
But once we do it, it's going to look absolutely fantastic. This is an incredible house. So are you ready to do some work, George?
Yes, I am.
Come on, then.
Excellent.
Someone told me you needed a drop cloth, which is exciting because it means you're painting the house.
Yes, thank you.
How are we going to make it pretty?
Well, first thing is that we need to neutralize this blue.
You mean paint it another colour?
Yes. When you do an outdoor painting, I would say 50% of it would be prep work.
Right.
So scraping any loose paint, cleaning the surface, just preparing it so that the paint will adhere to the surface, okay? George has already power washed all the brick for us.
Go, George.
Yeah.
So we're going to need 1 coat, 2 coats.
If it's a good paint and you prepare the surface properly, you could probably get away with 1 coat.
Now, this magic wallpaper looks like regular wallpaper to me.
Okay, but if you look at the actual wall, right? You see how rough the wall is?
Yeah.
Right? I've already done some wallpapering, and you see how fantabulous it looks?
It's very smooth.
Yeah. If you have a wall that's damaged or in rough shape, it's a great way to hide all the deficiencies in the wall, for sure.
I do quite like the embossed wallpaper on one wall like this because it
Yeah.
creates a kind of accent wall.
Yes.
And the best thing is, wallpaper is really in vogue at the moment.
That's right.
So this magic wallpaper, you put it on and you can paint it any colour under the rainbow.
Exactly. We want to upgrade the kitchen a little bit, so the best and simplest, easiest way is to just upgrade the hardware. This is the old hardware, they're just knobs, so I'm just gonna simply remove them. And what I wanna do is, I don't wanna drill two new holes, I just wanna drill 1 new hole. So this is the hardware that we've chosen for these doors, and what I've done is I've made up a jig. I've just taken the handle and made the same holes on this piece of wood. It's gonna be pretty repetitive. I've got about 10 of these to do. So all this is gonna do is just help it go a lot easier and faster, and it's just gonna make sure that all my handles are lined up the exact same spot on each door. I'm gonna take my drill now, and I'm gonna place it into the hole, and I'm just gonna drill it out. Nice. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the second screw, and I'm gonna use just this hand screwdriver just to tighten it up. Just like that. It's beautiful.
Ah, George, they put you to work.
Ah, yes, they have, yeah. I'm painting the wall.
The whole house just feels fresher and brighter. Already it smells less of smoke because we painted it.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing to do. If you've got a house that has any lingering smells, paint just gets rid of them. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be quite a long job, George.
Yes.
You might need some liquid sustenance at
Yes,
some stage.
probably an awful lot of it afterwards.
Make sure you've replaced all the spent bulbs and given the body of the chandelier a wipe down with a wet cloth. And then all these prisms refract the light. It looks really glitzy and glamorous. These stick-on dragonfly accents are a great way of drawing attention to the focal point in the room, which in this case is the bed. They're brilliant because they help hide the bumps and imperfections in this wall. Hanging pictures at the wrong height is a really common mistake. They should be at eye level. Now, a good rule of thumb when hanging is 60 inches from the floor to the middle of the art. And that brings the focal point of the picture to the eye level of most people, and you don't have to be craning your neck to see the art. I'm in love. This place is dressed up and ready for the ball. Know when to lower your asking price. In the end, your home is only worth as much as someone is prepared to pay for it. If it's unrealistically priced, it might end up on the dustbin of listings and stay there. If your home is painted an outrageous colour on the exterior, it's going to put off a lot of buyers. Generally, people want their house to blend into the neighbourhood, not stick out like a potential eyesore. If your house is over 100 years old, play up its historical assets, but try and give it a modern flair. Your home should act its age, but not be dated, because most people don't want to feel like they're living in a museum.
like those. Oh, I see Sophie's feminine touch in here. Oh, a beautiful room. Sophie and her team did a lovely job. I'm so grateful to them.
So what do you think of the outside of the house?
Looks very nice. It's really nice room. It looks great.
Yeah, it does. You can move into this house without doing anything to it. Come on in.
It's a good use of space.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't this interesting? Well, this
Nice
extra
doors.
addition room makes it very charming.
It
Very
does.
charming.
Is this the kind of house you consider coming back for a second look?
Yes, I would definitely consider coming back.
I feel like there should be a drum roll.
Okay. Wow.
How much easier does the transformation make for you in terms of selling it?
Basically, you actually become proud of the house.
Yeah.
Like, you don't feel that you're talking from a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because of, you know, just the way it showed.
This period piece is now a hit. We've taken this house from dreary to dashing. It holds its own in the neighbourhood and lives up to its past.
Look at those blinds. Doesn't this look great? Oh, look at the couches and the table and the carpet. Wow, the walls look so much different. Lovely. Oh, nice little desk here. Oh, wow. Mat down the middle looks lovely. I see what she was getting at. Very interesting, huh? Lovely. Oh, the headboard turned out really well. Oh, it looks lovely. Oh, the wallpaper came out really well that we painted.